Hello everyone. Now in this video, I'm going to start with actual stages of second type of cell division, that is meiosis. We have discussed in detail about the amitosis and mitosis. Mitosis is the equational division which mainly occur in somatic cell which help in growth of the living organisms. While now meiosis is the reductional division which mainly occur in germ cell, and the main function of the meiosis is to produce gametes in male and female, like in case of humans, sperms in male by the process of spermatogenesis and eggs in female by the process of oogenesis. And inside the germ cell, meiosis is generally occur. In my last video, I discussed in detail about the introductory part of the meiosis, like discovery of the meiosis, then different types of the meiosis and different phases of the meiosis. In this video, I'm going to start with first phase of the meiosis. We know that meiosis having two parts, that is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, out of which meiosis 1 is again divided into two main phases, that is karyokinesis 1 or division of the nucleus and cytokinesis 1. Similarly, meiosis 2 is again divided into karyokinesis 2 and cytokinesis 2. Okay, first we are going to see meiosis 1 and in that karyokinesis 1. Okay, as mitosis also showing karyokinesis, and in which there are four subphases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Similarly, meiosis also show four subphases in karyokinesis 1, like prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and finally telophase 1. Okay, that means when any cell enter in the meiosis after completing interphase, the cell first enter in prophase 1. After completing prophase 1, then meta and finally in telophase 1. And after telophase 1, cell is ready for cytokinesis 1. Okay, meiosis 1 is the actual process in which a reduction of the chromosome number occur. And during the meiosis 1, after karyokinesis 1 and cytokinesis 1, single cell divide into two daughter cell. And now after the cytokinesis 1, the two daughter cell produced enter in meiosis 2. So in this video, I am going to focus on karyokinesis 1 of meiosis 1, in that prophase 1. Okay, as I told in my previous video, prophase 1 is the longest phase of meiosis 1 and it is very complex stage. So scientists have divided prophase 1 into 5 subphases. Okay, you can see here prophase 1 is divided into 5 subphases as leptotin, zygotin, pachetin, diplotin and dikinesis. So if we want to study prophase 1, in that case we have to see all these phases in detail. So in today's lecture we are going to see all these 5 phases, okay, of prophase 1 in detail. Suppose any cell want to enter in prophase 1, so that cell must first have to complete G1S and G2 phase. That means after coming from all these phases, now this cell can enter in prophase 1 of meiosis 1. So suppose this is this cell, animal cell, and the cell have completed interphase successfully. So how will it going to look? Okay, so after interphase, cell will going to have large nucleus, double amount of cytoplasm, and the nucleus of the cell will going to have chromosomes, okay, in the form of chromatin. So suppose here I am taking example of cell having say 4 chromosomes or 4 chromatin inside the nucleus. This nucleus will also going to have nucleolus, okay, nucleoplasm and all the cell organelles present in the cytoplasm, but we are going to only focus on nucleus because we are interested in karyokinesis. We are interested in karyokinesis only, that is division of the nucleus. So we are not going to draw other cell organelle. We will only focus on nucleus. So this is nuclear membrane, cell membrane, then chromatin network. And now this cell is having, say, diploid two sets of chromosome. Okay, as the cell is coming from G1S and G2 phase, S phase lead to replication of the DNA. So this cell will going to have double DNA. Generally in normal cell, DNA content is 2C, C value, but now in this case DNA is 4C. Okay, chromosome is still attached with the centromere, that means they haven't divided, but DNA content of the cell is double. And now this cell is ready to enter in the subphases of prophase. Okay, so first stage of the prophase is liptotin. We are going to see what are the different changes that occur in the nucleus or inside the animal cell during the all 5 subphases of prophase 1. At the time of S phase, cell replicate its DNA, which is present in the chromosome, and cell also replicate all other cell organelle during G2 phase. So this cell will going to have all other cell organelle in double as well as centrioles. Okay, centriole. Now this cell will going to enter in liptotin. What is liptotin? The first stage of prophase 1. Lipto means thin and nema means thread. So this is the stage in which chromatin network will going to convert into thin thread like chromosomes. Okay, so liptotin is also known as liptonema. Liptonema. Nema is thread and lipto means thin. So liptotin is nothing but the thin thread stage. Okay, so during the liptotin, if suppose this is nucleus, centrioles, which is present at one end of the cell, the nucleus having chromatin network, but during the liptotin process, condensation starts. What is condensation? It is the process in which water molecule come out from the chromatin, and due to which chromatin get converted into thin thread like structures, okay, called chromosomes. Now these thin thread like structures which is produced during the liptotin remain attached with the nuclear membrane at one end. Okay, this is nuclear membrane, and now here you can see the structures which is produced during the liptotin due to condensation of the chromatin is attached to the nuclear membrane at one end. Okay, nucleolus remain as it is, nuclear membrane remain as it is. When we compare this phase with the prophase of mitosis, you can easily recognize that during the prophase of the mitosis, nuclear membrane and nucleolus start disappearing from the start of the prophase. But in this case, nuclear membrane, nucleolus remain intact. Centriole present at one pole only. Okay, and this chromatin become thin and thread-like. They remain attached with the nuclear membrane, and this structure, okay, is similar with the flower bouquet. So this is also called as bouquet stage. Okay, liptotin is also called as bouquet stage. Now, after the completion of the liptotin, cell enter into the next stage of the meiosis prophase 1, that is zygote. So, second stage is zygote. It is also known as zygonema. Zygo means pair and nema is thread. So, name itself suggests zygote or zygonema is the second stage of prophase 1 in which the chromosomes, thin thread like chromosome, start pairing with each other. Okay, and why this is important? Because pairing of the homologous chromosome is necessary for homologous recombination process, which will going to happen in next stage, third stage of prophase 1. So how exactly this pairing will going to take place? Suppose this is nucleus, and now inside the nucleus, if we consider cell with a 4 chromosome, they will going to form 2 pairs. Okay, so this is centromere of first chromosome, and this is centromere of second chromosome. These 2 chromosomes, if they are homolog, they will going to align with each other length to length. Okay, and then similarly, remaining chromosome will also going to form pairing. Nuclear membrane is still intact. Nucleolus is present inside the nucleus. Okay, but the only thing that happened during this is pairing of the homologous chromosome. Why pairing is important? It is required for recombination of the genetic material present on both the chromosome. What is homologous or what is homologous chromosome? They are the structurally and functionally related chromosomes, functionally similar chromosome coming from both the parents. Okay, suppose this is the first chromosome which is coming from parent 1 or father, then second chromosome will going to come from mother. They will going to have alleles of genes on each others. Okay, suppose eye color gene, okay, if we consider Drosophila, is present on this chromosome, chromosome number 1, which is coming from father, the eye color gene of the mother will also going to have are always present on its paired chromosome or opposite chromosome during the stage of zygote. So zygote is important stage in which homologous chromosomes start pairing with one another, and the structure which hold both the chromosomes together is called synaptic complex. Synaptic complex, and the pairing of these 2 chromosomes is called synapse. So synaptic complex is the structural protein complex which help to keep both the homologous chromosome together in a pair. If we consider human cell, in human cell during zygote, there will be 23 pairs because as we consider here only 4 chromosome, but in case of human there are total 46 chromosome which will going to form 23 pairs of the chromosome during zygote. Okay, and this synaptic complex will going to keep both the homologous chromosome together until crossing over or until recombination process completed. Okay, as in both the pair only 2 chromosomes are present, it is also called as dyad stage. Okay, as we have discussed in prophase 1 interphase stage, all the chromosome which is present in this cell already have double amount of DNA. That means they have 2 sister chromatin. Okay, this chromosome, if we draw in detail, it will going to look like this: centromere, 2 sister chromatid on one side and 2 on another side. It will going to look like X. But due to condensation, okay, or due to thread like structure appearance, they will look inside the nucleus like this. Here I have drawn simple thread like structure of the chromosome, but remember that this chromosome is actually X shaped and having double quantity of DNA. Now after completion of the zygote, now this cell enter in the third stage of the prophase 1, that is patch 18. Also called as pachenema. Pache means thick and nema means thread. So it is the thick thread stage in which condensation process lead to further shortening and thickening of the chromosome, which is present inside the nucleus. And now you can see the actual structure of the chromosome like this during the patch 18. Okay, so this is the nucleus of the cell, which having nuclear membrane intact. Nucleolus is also present, cell having cytoplasm. Now inside the nucleus, due to condensation process, the first chromosome number 1 will going to look like this. Chromosome becomes short, thick, and condensation lead to splitting of the sister chromatin, which is present together into separate parts. Okay, so suppose this is the first chromosome which is present in during the zygote and inside the nucleus. Due to condensation, both the sister chromatin split from one another and they will going to get separate, and now you can see chromosome structure like this. Okay, this is chromosome number 1 pair with the homologous chromosome. This is the first pair. And now this is second pair. You can see the difference in the synapse. Both the homologous chromosomes are paired with one another, but they haven't touched. But now in case of patch 18, during the thick thread stage, what will going to happen? They will going to form crossing over structure with each other. Suppose this is chromosome number 1 and this is chromosome number 2, upper portion of the chromosome. Now during the patch 18, they will going to form crossing over structure, and this will going to look like X, middle portion. Okay, both the non-sister chromatid of 2 chromosome will going to cross with one another. Okay, this is very important for recombination process. Here you can see, if I draw one chromosome from both the pair in different color, suppose this is chromosome from pair number 1 and this is another chromosome from pair number 2. Now you can easily see the crossing over structure which is produced during patch 18 stage. So it is the stage where crossing over occur. Okay, it is the process in which 2 chromosomes get connected with one another. Okay, now you have to remember that if I draw this pair outside, this is chromosome number 1. Okay, both the chromatin of this chromosome is sister chromatin. These are the sister chromatin. Okay, and crossing over do not occur between sister chromatid of a single chromosome, but it occur between one chromatid of this chromosome and remaining chromatid or other chromatid from other homologous chromosome. That means these two chromatids in which crossing over occur are non-sister chromatid. Okay, recombination always occur in non-sister chromatid of the homologous chromosome. It do not occur in the sister chromatid. Okay, so this type of a structure we can see during the patcheting of the prophase 1. Centrioles, now centrioles which is present in the cell start migrating away from one another during the patcheting stage. Now this one centriole is going to try to move towards one pole of the cell while other centrioles start moving towards other pole, and this will start during the patcheting phase. Now this cell enter in the next stage, that is diplotin. This stage is also called as diplonema. Diplo means double or two, and nema means thread. So this is the two thread stage in which the non-homologous chromosome from the pair now start moving away from one another. Okay, we know that in the synapse, when pairing of the homologous chromosome occur, they remain attached due to synaptic complex, the protein complex which hold homologous chromosome together. But after crossing over and after exchange of the genetic information, no longer need of the homologous chromosome to remain in the pair, okay, so that now they can move away from one another, and this will going to take place in diplotin. Okay, this is the nucleus of the cell, and now these two chromosomes start moving away from one another. First chromosome, what will going to happen in this stage? Breakdown of synaptic complex, and due to which homologous chromosome in the pair start moving away from one another. Always remember that these two chromosomes in the pair is still attached at a point, and this point in which the actual exchange of the genetic material occur in the two chromosome, this point is called as chiasmata. Chiasmata. Actual chiasmata formation take place during the patcheting, and now this chromosome will going to remain attached till meta and anaphase of the meiosis 1. We are in the prophase and in the diplotin stage. Okay, so main changes that occur inside the nucleus during the diplotin stage is breakdown of the synaptic complex, and both these chromosomes start moving away from one another. And now this cell is ready to enter in the last stage of the prophase 1, that is dikinesis. Dikinesis is the last stage which mark the termination or terminalization of the prophase 1. Dikinesis represent all the changes that occur during the normal prophase of the metaphase, mitosis. Okay, we know that during the mitosis, actual prophase begin with disappearance of the dissociation and disappearance of the nuclear membrane, nucleolus, then centrioles start moving away from one another and reach to the two separate poles. All the changes that occur during the prophase of the mitosis going to take place during the dikinesis. Nuclear membrane start dissociating and get disappear at the end of dikinesis. So first thing happen is nuclear membrane disappearance. Then nucleolus also disappear. As nuclear membrane disappear, nucleolus disappear, all other cell organelles which having membrane like mitochondria, Golgi complex, then endoplasmic reticulum, they will also going to lose their membrane during the dikinesis. But we are only going to focus on nucleus. Nuclear membrane and nucleolus disappear. Centrioles start moving towards the opposite pole and they reach two different poles of the cell. Now, third important thing happened during the dikinesis is formation of the spindle fiber. Spindle fibers produce in between two centrioles. These are the spindle fibers. Centrioles. Two type of fibers produced from the centrioles. Number one, short fibers called aster rays, and long fiber called spindle fiber. And what happened to the pairs of the homologous chromosome? They remain attached with the spindle fiber. So I can draw one pair of homologous chromosomes somewhere here. Focus on this stage. This is first chromosome attached with spindle fibers. These are the spindle fibers attached to the centromere of the homologous chromosomes. And now the second pair of the homologous chromosome we can draw somewhere here. You can see actual genetic material exchange occur during the patchatin, but still the chromosome are in a pair, but they get attached with the spindle fiber. This spindle fiber which originate from the centriole attached to the centromere of the chromosomes. We know that chromosome centromere have kinetochore complex to which this spindle fiber get attached. And how we can show now the actual exchange of genetic material that occur during the crossing over of the patchatin, we can clearly show this with the help of different color here. Now, if suppose this chromosome number 1 and this is chromosome number 2 of a pair, now this chromosome will going to have short fragment of this second chromosome at the end, while the chromosome number 2 will going to have one short piece of the chromosome number 1 at the end. So this is the exchange of the genetic material. Two chromosome exchange, same thing happen with this. Two chromosome in a pair will going to exchange piece or exchange genetic material. Okay, and this exchange of the genetic material which occur during this prophase 1 is mainly occur with the help of a homologous recombination process. Various recombination enzymes or various recombinases function during these stages, okay, to transfer the genetic information from chromosome number 1 to chromosome number 2, and just some part will be from chromosome number 2 transfer on chromosome number 1. Okay, this is recombination process. And why this happened during the prophase 1? Because as this cell will going to produce gamete like sperm and egg at the end of the meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, gamete must have variations, gamete must have recombination of the genes from parents. Okay, suppose the chromosome number 1 is from mother and chromosome number 2 is from father. Now in this cell both the parents character going to get mixed. Okay, and now they will going to transfer into the progeny. So progeny always look different or always show different character than that of the parent. Why this happen? Because of this recombination process which occur during the prophase 1 of meiosis 1. So meiosis 1, prophase 1 carry very big value in the meiosis process. Because of this exchange of the genetic material, evolution will going to take place. Okay, evolution occur. Progeny always show different character as that of the parent. So in this lecture, we discuss in detail about the liptotin stage, in which due to condensation process chromatin become thin and thread like, so it is called as thin thread stage. They remain attached to the cell nuclear membrane at one stage. Now in the zygote, the homologous chromosomes will going to form pairs, and this pairing is called synapses, and the synaptic complex will going to keep the homologous chromosome together. This stage is called pair thread stage or zygonema. In the third stage, the actual crossing over occur. Two chromosome of the homologous pair going remain or form attachment with one another. Now this stage is called as thick thread stage. Because of the condensation process, the chromosome become thick and short, and the point at which two chromosomes get attached is called chiasmata formation, okay, or chiasmata. So the chiasmata formation mainly occur during the pachytene. In the diplotin, now the two chromosomes start moving away from one another. This is happened due to breakdown of the synaptic complex, but still they remain attached at the chiasmata. And the last stage or the dikinesis, nuclear membrane disappear, nucleolus disappear, centriole reach to the different poles, spindle fibers start appearing, and then the spindle fiber get attached to the centromere of the homologous chromosome.